When you're learning new tunes, looking at a lead sheet or chord changes, there's always more than meets the eye. There are what we call hidden chords. So today I'm going to show you some different ways to find those hidden chords and create some movement and get a deeper sense of jazz harmony. But before we dig in, if you haven't checked out my Jazz Warmups and Etudes package, it's free in the description below. It's a great way to build your vocabulary, work on technique, improve your time. It's based on 4 song forms of the blues, rhythm changes, tune-up, and autumn leaves. So check it out. It's completely free. Link is down below, and I think you'll get a lot out of them. So what are the hidden chords? Well, it's the chords that you don't see, but that you can play that will create movement to get you from one change to another. For this video, I'm going to demonstrate what I'm doing using the standard Here's That Rainy Day. I'm just going to do the first 4 bars, so I'll play it the way you would see it in a lead sheet, and then I'll start adding things to show you where these hidden chords are. So here is how it would sound if you opened up a fake book. This tune's in the key of G. The dominant 7 is really the key to all this. And you're even going to see it without me adding anything. If you just look at this tune, we're in the key of G, and immediately we go to B flat 7. If you see a dominant 7th chord, it will most of the time imply that you're going somewhere. It's the 5 of something. So B flat 7 is the 5 of E flat major. And where does it go? It does indeed go to E flat major. And then we have this A flat. A flat major is the 4 of E flat. So check this out. Here's layer 1. Find dominant 7th chords that could be added to create movement. There's our G major. So it's pretty nice already, just that simple change. So we were in E flat major. What is E flat the 5 of? It's the 5 of A flat. And we go to A flat, so we can go. So that first layer is you find dominants where you can add them. I added E flat dominant 7 to get us to the A flat. It already sounds a little more hip. Okay, that's the first layer. The second layer is wherever you see 5 chords or that you've begun to play 5 chords, you can precede the 5 chord with its 2 minor 7. If you've got a 5 chord, most of the time you can precede it with its 2. So let's check this out. Let's just do the first 2 bars here. We have this G major. We've already established this is B flat 7, right? Okay, what is the 2 that precedes B flat 7? B flat 7 is the 5 of E flat. The 2, 5, 1 in the key of E flat is F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat. We can now precede this 5 chord with its 2. G major 7. See that? Listen to that. We went from this to this. Now let's do the second part of it. We're here. Remember we added this E flat 7 to take us to A flat. Well now, E flat 7 is the 5 of A flat. Okay, what's the 2, 5, 1 in the key of A flat? B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat. So putting it all together, well, let me play it the first way. Now let's add these two chords. Another way to create a little bit of interest is to play a dominant 7 sus chord and then resolve it down to a dominant. And then you could maybe alter the dominant with some extensions to create even more interest. So here's how that would sound. B flat sus, B flat 7, E flat major. That's a nice little thing. I can add even more interest now by finding other secondary dominants. Again, trying to peel back all the possibilities. What is the 5 of F? It's C. What is the 5 of B flat? It's F. Okay, so we have two more possibilities. Back to the top. The 5 of F is C7, and where does it takes us to this new F minor 7 chord. 5 of the F. Now F7 is the 5 of B flat and takes us to E flat. Check that out. Now we can add tritone substitution from these secondary dominants we've just created. The tritone substitution of C is G flat 7. Tritone substitution of F7 is B7. The tritone substitution of B flat is E. The tritone substitution of E flat is A flat. And they all resolve down a half step. In context, it would sound like this. Pretty slick. So we went from this to this. All through dominants and secondary dominants, and preceding the dominants by their two chords and using tritone substitution. So if I'm going to sum this up, if I were forced to give you 3 things to focus on right now to unlock and open up jazz harmony for you, it would be these. The first, know your secondary dominants in every key. For each scale tone, there is a 5 of that scale tone in a major key, and minor keys as well. I have a video about secondary dominants if you want to check it out. It's a good introduction. So secondary dominants. The second thing, it's kind of a addendum to the secondary dominants, is learn all of the 2 chords that precede the secondary dominants. 2 minor 7, 2 half diminished, going to that 5 to take you to that new key. The third thing is learn tritone substitution. These 3 things will open up movement and unlock a lot of possibilities, not just on standard tunes, but on jazz tunes, on original tunes. It's kind of everywhere, okay? The last thing is I'll just kind of list a bunch of tunes here that I think would be a good set of repertoire to practice this over. You can take a screenshot of that or whatever you want to do. So there's that. I hope it was helpful. And I hope you have a great day. Keep practicing and reach out if you got any questions. Thank you.